I'm hiding behind it. Hey, W here. Welcome to my workshop. Um, I am going to do a little sort of home, what maybe home decoration, home improvement, home decoration. I'm going to do a little bit of home decoration because I just got this as a gift. This beautiful cutting board, or uh, it can be used for many things. It's a cutting board with a groove. There's a groove, of course, so it's for meats. But you can use it as a serving board. I mean, you can even the back of it was just lightly sanded, so it needs a coating of oil. I'm going to do that. But when this is coated and has the same finish, obviously that's like a cheese board or something like that. It's gorgeous. It's lovely. I'm very happy about it. This gift, and besides the fact that this giant thing doesn't fit in any of my cupboards in the kitchen, I also want to. I think it's fair to have something like that out where I can enjoy looking at it. So I'm going to hang it on my wall. This entails, because of all of these edges and all of that, it's not something you just do. So I'm gonna obviously, well, maybe not obviously, it's obvious to me. I'm gonna 3D print something that can sort of grab these angled edges and put it up on a wall where it looks good. So I'm just gonna bring you along for that and show you how I'm proposed to do that. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. So I want to put it on this sort of slightly boring kitchen wall over here, over my this shelf where I keep my like cookbooks and stuff, and my panini grill, very important. And I was thinking I could put this up on this wall, sort of like this, kind of flush with this shelf. And this has very few. It doesn't have any like parallel edges, so I can sort of decide how I want to put it. But I want to put it like a little bit over here because it came with this thing, which is a knife magnet, and then I could put that here and put my fancy knife on it. I have a fancy set of knives, put on that. So that's what I'm thinking to do. I'm going to put some kind of a fixing here and then over here. And I think I want to turn it this way around because that way the sort of tag thing is visible. I think they deserve that. It's a beautiful piece. So that's the idea. So obviously I could just do something like with a hook or something simple or a block or something. But I want to do it as a sort of a little bit of a snug fit. That's something that accommodates this particular shape and not just like a square hook. So I'm gonna need to know the angle of this, and I'm gonna use one of these guys. I don't actually know what they're called in English, but I'm gonna find out, and I'm gonna put it on screen. But I'm gonna use that, which is for the purpose of angles. So it's basically you just do like this, and then I tighten this. And now I can transfer this. Actually, it's a carpenter's tool, which makes it possible for me to transfer this angle to something else. But I can also just use it to measure the angle. So I just get a protractor and put it on here. And I can see that if I line this up, I don't know if you can see that on camera, but if I line this up with the center, I determine that the angles of these edges are exactly 45 degrees. But now I have the angle, so I'm going to make some fixtures that fit that angle. So I did what I usually do. I went to open the SketchUp. You can see I haven't even saved this file yet. So first I made a couple of, basically made a block with some screw holes in them, sort of like I think the screws should be placed, what kind of screws I want to use and how to place them. And then I made actually two versions right away. I have a simple version that is just basically block with the 45-degree angle on the front, and then I have a second version with sort of facets on it to look a little bit more in the style of the cutting board. So, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to 3D print both of these in white filament and see which one I like best, or if I want to do something entirely different. So I went ahead and printed out these two test versions, and the print didn't go so well, but well enough that I could see them and decide that I liked this one better, the faceted one, and not the square one. So I printed those out, or I printed two of those out in proper quality, and now all that's left is just put those on the wall. So this is me trying to work out the placement. I'm thinking that I probably want the left side of the shelf to align with for the board to align with the left side of the shelf more or less, even though there are no straight lines. But I want to see the height compared to hanging the knives next to it. Should that be at the top or at the bottom? I can put it around here. It doesn't have to be that high. There's no reason for it to be particularly high, as long as there's a sort of airy feel around it. This is where I'm going to place it. Since there are no straight edges or no like parallel or angular edges on the cutting board, I'm just going to place one of these and then screw it in, and then place the other one. For once in my project, in my makeup project life, when I'm putting something up on a wall, I don't actually need a level, which I normally always use, of course. And then, like I said, putting that, and then I just place the other one. Which makes it possible for me to place my cutting board, because it's not going to fall down. It's actually, it sits very solidly on the wall, and I'm very happy with that. Looks very pretty. And then the next thing I want to do, like I said, is trying to decide, without cutting myself, because these knives are sharp, if I want to put the knives in the middle, or at the top, or at the bottom. I'm going to put them in the middle. I think that'll look perfectly lovely. And by the way, I don't know if I showed you, this magnet's on as well, which is just, yeah, just about at this point here. And then this goes on. In fact, it could go on the other way if I wanted. And my pretty knives. So there we are, my lovely walnut cutting board and matching knife magnet up on my kitchen wall. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye. So there we are, my lovely walnut cutting board and matching knife magnet up on my kitchen wall. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.